Alright, so this might be a hot take, but I have to say it. I didn't really enjoy Dream vs 600s. And yeah, I know that sounds crazy. This video was hyped for over 5 years. People were expecting it to be one of the greatest Minecraft videos in YouTube history. The grand finale. The peak. But honestly, it just didn't hit like that. Now don't get me wrong, when something gets that much hype, it's almost impossible to fully satisfy everyone. Expectations go through the roof. But even with that in mind, I still feel like that this one just wasn't as good as it could have been, especially compared to the other videos in the Revival series. First off, the pacing and the action. One of the biggest things that made Old Manhunt so fire was the intensity. Like constant pressure, insane chases, all of those PvP moments. I was never bored watching them. But in this one, it just felt like it was just running. Now don't get me wrong, I know it's hard to kill the Ender Dragon when you have 6 people trying to kill you and you just can't fight them at every turn. But I still feel like more could have been done to make it more entertaining. There weren't many real fights, not a lot of those close, high stakes PvP moments where it feels like Dream could actually die. And that's what made the older ones so exciting for me, the constant danger. Now, Dream has said in the past that the main reason they do the manhunts in the first place is just to have fun with his friends, the hunters. But of course, he's been posting them on YouTube for many years, so I think he could have made 600s more enjoyable by far. The hunters were kind of just there. And speaking of hunters, let's talk about Captain Puffy. So they added Captain Puffy as the new hunter, which is pretty cool. It's always interesting to see new dynamics in the team and how the hunters improve. But honestly, I didn't feel like it changed very much. She didn't really bring anything super unique or game-changing to the hunt. Like, when new hunters were added in the past, it felt like the difficulty actually went up. You could feel the pressure increase. Here, it just didn't really hit the same. It still felt like the same flow, just with another person in the background. I think it also would have helped if she was a more active personality in the manhunt. She didn't seem to speak up much, so maybe if she did that, it would improve the video. Overall though, no hate to Captain Puffy, she did a good job working with the hunters and did help the team a lot, just not in a very noticeable way. Now let's talk about the clutches. Manhunts are known for insane clutches. The boat clutch, the gassed play, all of the MLGs. Like those moments where you pause the video and rewatch the same 10 seconds for the next half hour. But in this one, there weren't really many memorable plays like that. There weren't any crazy escapes or insane last second saves, nothing that really stuck with me after the video ended. And that's a huge part of what made the series so iconic at the beginning. Sure, the plays with the Happy Gas were cool, but I also think they got kind of repetitive and more could have been done with the spear besides at the end. And speaking of the end, let's talk about the end fight. This is supposed to be the big finale, the moment everything builds up to. All of the hunters are together, everyone is ready for the end, and no one knows what's going to happen. And what does happen? Well, Dream gets on a Happy Gas and flies to an end city to get the Elytra. While this does improve Dream's chances of winning a lot, it doesn't do anything more for an exciting finish as Dream proceeds to kill the Ender Dragon with the Elytra, bow, and spear, without any real trouble from the hunters. It just felt kind of underwhelming. Instead of a chaotic, intense fight with the hunters constantly interfering, it was mostly Dream just taking out the Ender Dragon from a distance. There wasn't much pressure from the hunters, and I feel like everyone knew he was gonna win for at least 10 minutes before he actually killed the Ender Dragon. So yeah, overall thoughts, don't get me wrong, I don't think the video was bad in any way. It was still entertaining, but compared to what it could have been, especially with all that hype, I just feel like it didn't live up to it, at least in my mind. It didn't have the intensity, the clutches, and the iconic moments that made the series so special in the first place. And honestly, it didn't even feel like the best video in the Revival series. It just felt average. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you liked it, that's totally valid, and I definitely understand. It was a good video. I just expected more. Let me know what you think though. Did it live up to the hype? Or did 5 years of planning and expectation go to waste? Let me know down below and subscribe before we hit 1K. Thanks for watching. Now get out of here.